CUSP is about three problematic teenagers who are at points in their lives where they are forced to decide whether or not to take on adult responsibility. So three very different dilemmas facing three very different young people, all from the Northern Territory.
And why should school students see the show?
Because they don't often get to see young people swear at them in the way that they do in CUSP. No, one of the things that's really powerful about this piece is that they're the sorts of characters that we don't often see on stage. So they are characters who are not pretty, they're not polite, but they're very real, and the things that they're wrestling with are very real. And I think there's something really refreshing about a show that shows you a slice of life that we recognise and see as very familiar, but something that is not often kind of publicly recognised in Australia.
Why is it important to stage?
Yeah, I guess one of the things that really interests Australian theatre for young people is when we talk about reflecting the kind of diverse stories in Australia, it's about the fact that we're a huge country and people live very different lives. There is a very specific lifestyle in the Northern Territory that is very different to Sydney and Melbourne, and it's really interesting and exciting to bring stories that have that kind of specificity to the stage and take them around the country, and that's what I think is really exciting about CUSP.
What has been the most exciting or rewarding part of the process?
There's something pretty special about the opportunity. It doesn't happen all that often in theatre, where you get to talk to a playwright who says, I've got this idea for a show I want to write, and then you talk about that, and then you start that commissioning process, and you get to take that all the way through to see both the play come to life, and then cast it, and see the cast bring the characters to life. I think that's probably the most exciting thing. And then within that, the growth that happens at every level. So the growth that happens in the story itself as each draft is refined and improved until you've got something that really is quite spectacular. And then seeing a cast take it from the first day where it's all a bit rough and rugged and there's kind of enormous potential there, and seeing it refined and refined and refined until it goes on and becomes something that's really quite extraordinary.
Finally, who is your favourite cast member?
It's a very difficult one, but I think that has to be Nyasha.
Oh, yeah, you know that was Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, because she's cop flogging and keeps standing up and trying again. And trying again, and it's getting better and better and better.
Well, I'm just happy you didn't say Stevie.
Stevie's runners up. You're like not even.
Yeah. Okay. Let's close this out.
Cool.